Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your 999 portal message. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I have set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site, and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the placements that you wish to view. Also, keep in mind, this is a collective general reading. I know it's a hell of a shock, but it is. And that means that it is not individualized nor personalized to you, to me, or to anyone, frankly. So just take the messages how they fit. If they fit, of course, leave the ones that don't, because if it's not your message, it just means that it's meant for someone else of your sign. So do not get upset, and remember to always check your other placements. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's see, what is your 999 portal message? Tapping into the Aries collective now for Aries, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. What is their 999 portal message? We'll get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. And you have trust, card number 16. And at the bottom of the deck, you have home, card number 10. Tell me more about trust here for the Aries collective. Tell me more about trust here for Aries, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Aries, we have is the Queen of Pentacles, followed by Strength, the Ten of Wands, and then the Eight of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Swords, the Hangman, and the Queen of Wands. Whoa, what is happening here? Aries, I feel like you have someone here in your energy. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be a Leo. I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here, Pisces, and Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like this is someone who the connection with them is strained at this time with the Ten of Wands energy. I feel like this person, or at least your perception of them, is that they have emotionally checked out in that Eight of Cup energy from the connection with you. And I don't know who this person is, a friend, a family member, a lover, a business colleague. I think you're finding it difficult now to trust this person. Like you don't really know what their intentions are. Interesting, on the trust card, there's actually a face. If you look at this card from a certain angle, there's actually a face on it. So I feel like, I don't know why, but I just got that image of like the Back to the Future movie, and where like the images on the photo frames are all like slowly fading out, disappearing one by one. So I feel like this person is slowly fading out of your life, and you're not quite sure if you can trust this person now anymore, because they no longer seem to be emotionally investing in the connection with you. Tell me more about this individual. The Moon card here is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there's like, you don't know why. You don't know if this person is still in it, or if they're completely detaching and walking away from you. Tell me more about this individual. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles here for Aries. Could be kings. I don't read body parts. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Star. We have the High Priestess. Oh, and the Seven of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have Six of Cups. So it is a soulmate, soul bond connection. Six of Cups, Two of Cups, the Moon. But again, 6 plus 2 is the 8. So Aries, I get the feeling here that this individual is keeping some sort of secret here from you, right? The High Priestess is a card of secrets. The Seven of Swords very well could be secrets or sabotaging behavior. We already have the Eight of Cups energy. The Moon card has shown itself several times now in the shuffling. I get the feeling like this person is concealing from you that they are, I almost feel, and even with that Hangman energy is a very quiet energy. The Strength card is Leo energy. I think if your instinct is telling you with that High Priestess energy, if you're instinctually feeling like this person is keeping something from you, or that they have emotionally checked out, or they're deciding to like depart from the connection with you, I think you're right. I don't think you're wrong about that at all. I don't think you should second guess your intuition on this. Now, whether or not you can trust this person, I don't know. But if you feel like this person is making a decision here to go off in another direction, or to disembark or disengage from the connection with you, or break up with you. Or again, I don't know who this person is. You're absolutely right. This person is looking to do that. Tell me about the Eight of Cups here. Why the Eight of Cups? Even the way the cards are shuffling for you today, Aries, I feel like you're having a hard time reading this person. I feel like you're a bit confused by their behavior as well. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups here for this individual. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and the Four of Cups, bottom of the deck, the World card. So, Aries, I feel like your intuition is right. You can trust your intuition. This person is pulling away from you, and they are making plans here to move in another direction. This person will communicate this to you. Ace of Swords, the Hangman to the Queen of Wands, but their communication to you regarding their departure is a bit delayed at this time, and I don't know what that delay is for them. So let's say you're an Aries and you're a business owner, and you feel like one of your employees is just no longer there. You know, they're physically showing up, but their heart's really not in, you know, in the job anymore. They're not producing like they used to. They're not engaging like they used to. And your intuition is telling you, I think this employee is thinking of going elsewhere, or they're looking for employment elsewhere. You would be right in that type of situation. And same thing if this is anyone else, like a friend, a family member, or a lover. There's just a delay here before they communicate this to you. But you're right. This person is looking to depart from the connection. So you can trust your intuition when it comes to that. That is what I have for you, Aries, at this time. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe you just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus, my bull gang. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is their 999 portal message? What is Taurus's 999 portal message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Oh, two cards came out for you. We have time and we have water. Card number 41, as well as card number 18. At the bottom of the deck, you have Divine Feminine. You could be the Divine Feminine, or you could be dealing with a Divine Feminine. Tell me more about time here and water. Tell me more about time and water here for the Taurian collective. Tell me more about time and water for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Taurus, we have is the Nine of Swords, followed by the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the High Priestess. I'm noticing here how we have the water card, but on the table, we don't have any cups. So I feel like you have been resisting sharing your emotions with someone. You appear here to be very much up in your head about this new direction here that you're taking in your life. The Three of Wands, moving on or moving forward towards, like, I don't know, something here in your life that you feel will be like you'll be very victorious with. The Ace of Wands, this is like calling to you. This new pathway, this new job, this new, I don't know, could be relocation for some of you. This is a big shift, a big move, and you've been very much up in your head about, how do I say this to this person? You've been keeping very silent about this in the High Priestess energy, but you've been working very hard on this plan or this goal. The Devil to the Ten of Pentacles is no joke. That's Capricorn energy. It is a fellow earth sign, but it is a cardinal sign. And so I feel like you've been taking action kind of in the shadows here, working on whatever this is, this Ten of Pentacles with that Ace of Wands, this plan or this goal. And I feel it's like only a matter of time before you inform this person or you inform these people and express your emotions about this. Okay, tell me more about the Three of Swords. Okay, that's a slip. Nine of Swords. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the Nine of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Swords is clarified by Four of Wands, Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. There's the water. I feel like I've tapped into a group of Taurians where you're not just contemplating moving, you're moving. You're relocating. And if that's not your message, it's just not your message. Check another placement. But I've tapped into a group of you where very quietly, behind the scenes, you're working on relocation. Now, for some of you, that's physical relocation with that Four of Wands, like you're planning like a big move or buying your own home or something like that. It's like reestablishing yourself elsewhere. And if it's not related to your physical residence, then some of you have been very quietly working on like changing jobs or changing your entire like career path or industry that you're in. And I feel like you're very much keeping it to yourself. Like in this deck, the Queen of Cups, you could be a King of Cups, you could be masculine or identify as masculine. I don't read body parts, but it's like the lid on the chalice is closed. So you're quietly, Sagittarius being fire energy, right, in that Temperance card, but it's quiet fire, similar to how the Strength card is for Leo. Again, it's quiet fire. So there's something here about I'm working on this behind the scenes. It's only like a matter of time before that lid comes off of the chalice, right? Off of the cup of water. And I express my emotions and I move on to this new path. And it's a very cool, calm, and steady move that you're making. So it's not being done by force per se. And I don't know what events led up to this decision, because in that respect, you could feel forced, like, well, I was never going to make this decision, but now I kind of feel forced to. But the decision to actually act upon it is being done in a very emotionally balanced way. Temperance to the Queen of Cups. So you're keeping your emotions in check, and you don't appear to be telling anyone about this. What is this Ace of Wands here for Taurus? Tell me more about the Ace of Wands here for Taurus. You're off on a new adventure. Not yet. Still like planning stages. One more shuffle here. Thank you. But man, are you fired up and excited about it? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Taurus, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, Justice, and the Queen of Pentacles. There you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. And then we have the Chariot. So you've been resisting informing this person or these people of these plans that you have. And Seven of Swords to Seven of Pentacles, you've been working on this behind the scenes for quite some time. For some of you, it could be a couple of years. But this has all been, and I'm not taking the Seven of Swords like you're being shady or, excuse me, betraying anyone or being vindictive. I've tapped into a group of you where you are very emotionally steady and calm while you move on to this new path, and you're being exceptionally quiet about it. Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. And then we have the Star card here to show itself. So you're moving towards what you believe is your wish fulfillment. Divine Feminine, even if you're a masculine, we all embody feminine and masculine energy. This is very much Emperor, Empress energy here, really taking charge. I'm speaking like you, of my life and the direction of my life. So your 9/9 portal message here is that you're getting really close to opening up and explaining to this person, or maybe these people, could be family even, what this big move is, or this relocation is, or the new path that you're deciding to go on. And it's happening on your timetable, where maybe in the past things happen on other people's timetable. This is very calculated energy here, Taurus. Gosh, I'm really proud of you, Taurus, because you typically don't move. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way, because I mean, you are a fixed earth sign after all. So I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And some people would label that as stubborn, but I just see that as being very methodical, very Knight of Pentacle kind of energy. And so whatever this is, again, whether it was done by force or by choice, it's now your choice. You're creating this new path. You're keeping it secret or secretive. And in due time, when you're ready, that's when you will let everyone know. Wow. Tell me more about the High Priestess energy here for Taurus, and we'll get you 3 cards of advice. But I don't really think you need any advice, Taurus. I think I'm really proud of you for I've tapped into a group of you who are going in an entirely new direction. And it's taken you a long time to figure this out and plan this out and be very methodical about it. And the only cup energy I have here is Queen of Cups. I'm keeping it to myself until Page of Cups. I'm ready to let people know. Really, really proud of you. Quite the life change here for the Taurus collective. And I feel like you'll be the first wave of the Taurians that are making this big move. And I've been calling this move since January for your sign. But I do feel like if this message is resonating for you, you're the bold, fearless leaders of your sign doing this. Tell me more about the High Priestess. One more shuffle. Thank you. High Priestess. Wow. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Interesting, because I don't read reversals. I mean, I do, but typically I don't, if you've seen my readings before. So the 10 of Swords in the reverse, the Hermit, oh my God, and the Magician in the reverse. Taurus, what happened to your deck? All the other cards except for Judgment in the reverse. Except for Judgment is in the reverse. Isn't that interesting? So, Taurus, I feel like this goodbye, I don't feel like you're very much affected by it. I mean, maybe you were at the time you had to make the decision to leave the job or end this connection or move away from the family or relocate, or again, I don't know what this is for you or who it is that you're separating yourself from, but I feel like you are healed so much with that 10 of Swords in the reverse that, and with that Hermit energy, it's like you just know that this is the right thing for you to do. And again, the lack of cups on the table tells me it's almost emotionless of a decision. That doesn't mean that you don't have emotion or you don't feel things, but you've grieved this while you were in it. The job, the situation, the environment, the connection. You've grieved it while you were in it. And so you're leaving with this freedom, and you're leaving when everything is perfect for you, the way you have created it. Because the Magician in the reverse tells me there's not much left for you to do. Like if you're relocating, you already have the home picked out or the apartment or whatever this is. There's not much left for you to do. You kind of have figured it all out. This is a goodbye with very little emotion, and that explains the lack of cups here on the table. So we'll get you 3 cards of advice, but you came out very strong here at the end. Look at that. I'm not even going to get you advice, Taurus. I don't think you need it. If anything, I think the rest of the zodiac could take some advice from you. The Hierophant, your energy, the Fool, the New Beginning, the Queen of Swords, and I got to take this as well, the Page of Swords. So very calm, cool, collected energy here for the Taurian collective, gearing up for a big life move, big life change here, turning their back to the past and having very little remorse or feeling for it. Again, doesn't mean you don't have feeling, but the communication when you make this announcement isn't, this isn't crying at the, you know what I mean? It's not the blubbering and eyes welling up and crying. This is a very simple, I'm moving in another direction. I'm relocating. I found another job. Very, very to the point, very concise, very direct. Taurian collective here, at least a group of you I've tapped into. So yeah, not a lot of emotion here, but you certainly are rising up in your divine feminine, divine masculine energy, Taurus, to take your life in an entirely new direction. Bravo to you. I can't tell you how proud I am of you for doing that. That's what I have for you, Taurus, at this time. That is your 999 portal message, one step closer to an entirely new life. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's take a look at our 999 portal message. Excuse me. What is the 999 portal message here for Gemini? Tapping into the Gemini collective now for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is their 999 portal message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your portal message, we have boundaries, card number 26. And at the bottom of the deck, we have new life, card number 4. All right. Tell me more about boundaries and new life here for the Gemini collective. What do they need to know about boundaries? I have to say, this card is giving me very much Queen / King of Wands / Strength card energy. Really standing in your power here, drawing a line in the sand. We have the 6 of Swords, followed by the Empress. You could be an Emperor. I don't read body parts. 7 of Wands, I said, drawing a line in the sand. There it is. And then Justice. Whoa. I've tapped into a group of Geminians. Judgment, Page of Swords, 2 of Cups, that when it comes to your soulmate, soul bond connections, you're listening to yourself and you're deciding that I need to move away from how I've always shown up in connections. Because in the past, I don't believe, and at least the group of you I've tapped into, you haven't had very good boundaries with people. And that resulted in a lot of chaos, conflict, arguments, discord, because what precedes the 6 of Swords is the 5 of Swords. So it's almost like a free-for-all when it came to Gemini's energy or Gemini's time or Gemini's money, etc., etc. You're making a judgment call here that says, no, this isn't fair or balanced, so I need to do an autocorrect. I need to step into my power. So I don't really feel like it's a new life per se. I just feel like it's a new way of you doing life, creating some pretty hard boundaries with people that you love, soulmate, soul bond connections. But I just feel like maybe you felt depleted. 9 of Wands and the Page of Wands, yeah. I think you felt depleted, and it was a pattern you were doing over and over again. Page of Wands tells me it could be something that you picked up in childhood or you learned in childhood about overgiving, oversharing, allowing people to just come in and out of your life, you know, when it suited them. And then like when you needed someone, there was no one there. So I just kind of feel like there was a big lesson here learned. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the World card, because there's definitely a lesson here that's been learned. We have justice to judgment. That's huge for me. And then the Empress tells me whether you're masculine or feminine, you're really now stepping into your power and drawing some boundaries with people in your life about what they can and cannot do to you. So tell me more about the Empress energy here, Gemini. I do believe this is you, whether you're masculine or feminine. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. I also notice on the Empress, we have like what appears to be like the Wheel of Fortune. And then we also have her holding a circle, which again is like World card. Like I've learned this lesson. I've mastered this lesson. Strength. I did say that reminded me of Queen, King of Wands in the Strength card. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Yeah, new life. But I feel like this is more like a new way of doing life, a new beginning here for the Gemini collective. The Fool, the Ace of Wands, and the World card. I knew we were going to see that card. We have the Devil and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, now don't get too bitchy about it, Gemini. Don't get too nasty about it. But yeah, this is a whole new way of doing life. I've learned my lesson. I need to have some, and not that they're hard boundaries, but consistent boundaries. I need to put them in place. I need to figure out what type of boundary goes for which person, right? Because the boundaries like I have with my person different than the boundaries I have with a friend, which are way different than boundaries I have with family members and totally different than boundaries I have with acquaintances. So I sort of feel like that's what you're doing. That Page of Swords, the Two of Cups is like, I need to review all of my soulmate, soul bond connections, listen to my inner calling, make that judgment call about what type of boundaries required for each type of person. And it could be per person type of thing. It could be. I feel like it's more like the type of person, the lover, the friends, the family, acquaintances, colleagues, et cetera, et cetera. And I think this is like a big act of, I don't know, like you're nurturing yourself better now, and you'll be nurturing your time better now as a result. Now, some people might not like this with that Five of Wands energy, but I feel like you're ready to fight and defend these boundaries. So I've tapped into a group of you. This 9-9 portal is opening up for you a new way of showing up, a new way of not only the way you show up, it's almost how you allow other people to show up or when you allow other people to show up. Tell me about justice here for Gemini. Excuse me. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice, clarified by Ace of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. She does show herself again. 6 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. Yeah, because I think in these connections that you've had, Gemini, and you currently have in your life, you overgive. Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy, Queen of Wands, overgive, 6 of Wands. I'm there for you whenever you need anything, but then you feel very depleted. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Oh my God, look at that. It's like I'm emotionally depleted from this person or financially depleted, or I wasted all day with this individual again, right? And I couldn't tend to what I needed to nurture or take care of. So I've tapped into a group of you where you're really leveling up in this 999 portal. You're seeing things very, very clearly, and connections in your life, regardless of the length of time they've been in your life, 10 of Pentacles, if they are too burdensome, if they are too heavy, you will be putting up some strong boundaries with these individuals moving forward. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, Gemini, although I don't really think you need it. I think you kind of figured it all out on your own, and it probably took quite some time for you to do this because, let's face it, Gemini, we, as a dual sign, most of you know I'm a Gemini sun, we teeter-totter on decisions for a long time, and some people look at us like we're indecisive. It's not so much that we're indecisive. It's just, you know, we're always looking at the good and the bad, the good and the bad. What if I do this? What if they don't like it? What if I do this and I do like it? So I don't think you came to this decision easily, but it's now like firmly made here for the group of you that I've tapped into. So yeah, I don't think you need advice, but we'll get you 3 cards. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the 8 of Cups, you have the 5 of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Swords. I love this Knight of Pentacles. So this is you, in terms of advice, communicating to individuals who have emotionally or financially depleted you in some way that you are no longer tolerating their behavior. They need to show up better or show up in a schedule that is better for you. So no more like, you know, texting you while you're working and stuff. I feel like this is just a, like, no, I'm working. Like there's a boundary here. And it's funny because I had this, something similar happened to me last month. I'm involved in my community and I had a town meeting, and a new member on the board wanted to engage in very personal discussions with me. I had not seen this person in years. And suddenly he's like asking me questions about my ex-husband and my divorce. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to fly here. That's not, we're here to discuss the people's business, you know, and do things that benefit the town now and in the future. And I'm not going to sit here and discuss my divorce is irrelevant. So there's people like that you're going to probably need to have some hard boundary with. And so it's interesting how I had that last month, but this is coming up for the collective, learning how to say no to people that either emotionally or financially or mentally deplete you, and putting up some hard boundaries so people know their place. This is a whole new Gemini collective here. And I think you've thought about it for a while. Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Moon. Okay. Huge strategy plan here. And then we have the Magician card there at the bottom of the deck. I was almost going to say Jamaican. I don't know. Maybe someone watching is Jamaican. But I feel like you've created a strategy here and a plan. And it looks like you are eclipsing out of your life, not soul contracts per se, but how you show up in soul contracts and what you will and won't allow from the soul contracts in your life. Big move here for the Gemini collective. That is what I have for you, my darling. That is your 999 portal message. If you like that message or you happen to be Jamaican, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message. What is the 999 portal message here for the Cancerian collective? For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Let's tap into the collective now. What is the message here for the Cancer collective? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your message, the Talisman. Card number 31, bottom of the deck, Psychic, 48. So you have the key to something. Your intuition here has the key to something. You are a highly intuitive sign. So tell me more here about Talisman for the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, we have the Hangman, followed by the Ten of Wands, the Moon. There's our full moon in Pisces. We also are having a new moon in Virgo on the 21st of the month. An Ace of Wands, bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Tell me more about the Hanged Man energy here. Tell me more about the Hanged Man energy here. Okay. First cards out. We had Three of Swords. We have the Death card. Like this. Can I get one more card on this, please? Thank you. Four of Swords. I love it. So after a lot of contemplation, and remember, it's a collective general reading, but the energy that I get here is like after a lot of contemplation and looking at certain connections in your life that have ended or situations, and you're looking at like how it ended, why it ended, what was the purpose of that person in my life, I feel like you're able to heal the hurt or the pain from the loss of this person or these people. And this is huge because for some of you, you've been lingering in that Three of Swords for a long time. But Death card to the Four of Swords, all clarifying this Hangman. It's almost like I hold the key to my happiness, and I want to open up my heart again. I want to feel joy again, and I want to be in love again, and I want to put down these burdens, and I want a new beginning. I want friends, and I want friends who become family, and yeah, I want to feel happy again when I go to work, and I want to open up my heart to, you know, romantic love. So it's almost like you've been suspended here in the Three of Swords for quite some time. And look, maybe it's not affecting every aspect of your life. Like you're still going to work or tending to your responsibilities. Get your words out, Jen. Tending to your responsibilities, but there was still that ache within you that made it difficult for you to trust again or open up your heart. This is like, upon final review, I am deciding that I hold the key to my happiness. Not this person or these people who left my life, however they left my life. And I feel like in the energy of this full moon in Pisces, which we have on 9/7, and now this 9/9/9 portal on September 9th, you're releasing it all. This is like a big release here for the Cancerian collective and moving towards a new, no longer wanting to sabotage your heart and feeling happy and feeling loved and connecting with new people or reconnecting with, you know, your current friends or past people. There's just a feeling here of, I know, right, intuitively, I know that it's the right thing to do. Bravo to you. Tell me about the moon card energy here. This is like, enough is enough. Like I cried enough. I've sad enough. I want to get back to living. I don't want to sabotage my happiness anymore. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is clarified by judgment call you're making, Page of Swords, and Queen of Wands. Wow, bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. This is, yeah, I'm ready to communicate with people again. I'm ready to see what else is out there. I'm ready to explore the world. I'm ready to make new friends. I'm just ready to have that fire in my belly once again when it comes to life and love, with my platonic connections, my professional connections, and my romantic connections. This is like waking up one day, and I'm not saying this is like an overnight process, because some of you've been sitting in that for years, but the feeling here is like waking up one day and saying, like, from this day forward, from this moment on, I'm choosing to be happy. I'm choosing to feel inspired again. I'm choosing to get to know people again. I'm choosing to open up my heart again. And intuitively, with that psychic card, you feel internally to you, it's the right thing to do. It's the right time to do this. Tell me about the Ace of Wands here. Tell me about the Ace of Wands here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Seven of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. I'm ready. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to collaborate. I'm ready to grow. And I don't think that you're doing it. I don't know. I don't feel like you're doing it in a reckless way. Four of Pentacles tells me you're still going to be grounded. There's still a slow approach here, but you're doing it anyway. You're opening up your heart. The Cancerian Collective is opening up their heart. Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Fool. Look how beautiful that is. Leaving behind old hurts, old pains that once resided in your heart, and deciding to take this leap of faith. Look at that. New soul connections, Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Again, it's not a reckless feeling. I'm not going to just immediately start dating 100 people, you know, or I'm going to have 1,000 friends overnight. This is, I will find people that I vibe with. I will find people, I want to find people. I want to trust people again. And I want to open up my heart to individuals. So maybe for some of you, you've had, you know, a friend or friends, but because of like past pain and hurt, kind of been a little bit of a recluse, not really connecting with people, you know, in the 3D world. And this is saying, no, I'd like to reconnect with those friends, or even just meet some new ones. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, but I don't think you need a Cancer. I think this all had to play out in your own timing, right? You had to let go and open up when it was right for you. And in this 999 portal, you're feeling like this is the right time. I don't want to sabotage my happiness anymore. 3 cards of advice here for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 cards of advice. The Chariot, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. As you move forward, stay grounded and remember to be very discerning with the people that you connect with, just so you don't ever experience this again. Now, you know, is life going to be rainbows and unicorns from here on out? No, but you certainly don't want to feel that Three of Swords ever again. I don't blame you. So this is just telling you, as you move forward, and I get it, you're all free and independent, and I'm happy again. I feel grounded, and I want to open up my heart to the Swords. Just be a little reserved, a little caution there. Don't open up your heart too quickly to anyone. Look for the red flags, right? Don't walk into connections blindfolded. I think that's something that you did in the past, but I don't think you're doing it anymore. You sat in that hangman energy way too long. But yeah, little advice there from Spirit is, as you move forward, yes, you should feel good about yourself in that Nine of Pentacles energy. You've come a long way, baby. Just be a little discerning about your new connections. That's all. I love this for you. You hold the key to your happiness, and you are about to unlock the door and walk through that portal of happy. So good for you. That is what I have for you, Cancer. That is your 999 portal message. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Sorry if you can hear that motorcycle going by. Hello, Leo. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message. What is the 999 portal message here for Leo? For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is their 999 portal message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your portal message, transmute, card number 44. Bottom of the deck, we have, wow, release, card number 42. This gives me scorpionic energy with the word transmute, but there's a snake here. You have someone here, Leo, you can't fully trust. It's time for you to release them. We have the full moon right behind that. Full moons are all about releasing. We did have a full moon in Pisces. It is an eclipse, also talking about eclipsing situations, environments, or connections from, you know, our lives. So there's someone here that you can't fully trust, and it's time for you to release them, Leo. Yeah, this person is a snake. Tell me more about this for Leo. Again, if it's not your message, just check another placement. And if it's not an actual person or situation or environment, it could be feelings. It could be like self-sabotaging feelings, like feeling you're not good enough or something like that. It could be a thought process. It could be a pattern. It could be a habit. So let's see what Tarot has. Tell me more about transmute here for the Leo collective. First card out we have is the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This could be a mother figure for some of you. 8 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, and the 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. We have a King of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to take this as well. 9 of Cups, and then the Death card, which I felt with that transmute card there. So there's someone here that you need to become independent from, Leo. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of the most independent energies in the minor arcana portion of Tarot. There's this person could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I have Sagittarius here, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, and then Scorpio. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups here. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. This is clarified by Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Magician, to the Emperor, to the Page of Swords. I feel like this person, first of all, I feel like you've had this person in your life for quite some time. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this person is very slow to respond, slow to act, slow to show up, slow to be consistent. And I also feel like this person's communication style with you is very cold. The Queen of Cups has a lid on her chalice, and she's looking just very straightforward. The Queen of Swords, again, looking very straightforward, holding the Ace of Swords. So I kind of feel like this is this person's communication style. It's like they verbally wound you over and over again. Wheel of Fortune to the 10 of Swords. Because the 10 of Swords is also a card of patterns. So it's not the first time that this person has like verbally maimed you in some way. And there's something here about you freeing yourself from this individual. There's something, you need to release this person. Tell me more about this individual. Some of you look up to this person. I keep getting like parents. Could be parents. Tell me more about this individual. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and the Moon card. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 Cups plus 3 is 8 of Cups. I feel like you, and if it's not a parent, it could be a partner for some of you as well. There's almost a feeling here of you constantly wanting to try to fix the connection. Like this person does or says something. It's like they kick over the 3 cups, and then you come in trying to, put those cups standing and like, oh, we can fix this. Or I feel like you're always the one, like, I don't know, putting yourself out there, extending yourself, trying to reconcile, trying to be happy, trying to see like the sunnier side of things. I just feel like you're constantly trying to elevate this connection. And this person is like counter to you. I also think if this message is resonating for you, you're not happy with the connection that you have with this person. This person can be very cold with their words and their actions towards you. And they've been doing this for a long time. You've been putting up with this for a long time. And even when things start to go well, then suddenly, we go from 3 of Cups to 5 of Cups. And I feel like you're left sitting here in the Moon energy like, well, what just happened? Like, I thought everything was okay. I almost get the feeling here like this person's a little imbalanced. And I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist or anything, but it's like this person goes from Queen of Cups to Queen of Swords. They go from like showing you affection to then holding it back, showing you affection, holding you back. This is like a little abusive energy here. Same thing with the 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. I want you, I don't want you. I want you, I don't want you. You know, I speak nice to you, I don't speak nice to you. So I can see your confusion here with this individual. I just feel like they're a hindrance to your happiness. Anyway, your 999 portal message here is to draw this cycle here to a close, to officially release this individual. Again, it's only advice. You know, at the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will, but this is a cycle with this individual. It's not changing. They're not changing. They're not going to change. They're not meant to change. Their soul contract with you won't even allow them to change. It has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with their soul contract with you. There's a lesson here you're supposed to learn. And I think it's standing up for yourself. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Death card. And who rides the chariot is the Emperor Empress, which is typically the, I don't know, spiritual station that we end up in after we have completed a cycle. So I just feel like there's something here. You need to wrap this up with this individual. I think this person's like stepping on your cape. You can't fully be who you want to be. You can't fully be happy because of this back and forth with this person. Tell me more about the 10 of Swords here for Leo. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The 4 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the Lovers. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's your choice. And I can see here that you are very confused about doing this. There's days that you want to cut this person off, and then there's days that you just can't muster up enough energy or enough courage to do it. Now, the 999 portal is just simply suggesting that you do it, that you take control, and that you do this, and that you nurture yourself by doing this. I also feel like there's a sense of freedom here afterwards. I really feel like this person's stepping on your cape, stepping on your happiness. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. But yeah, at the end of the day, you have the divine gift of free will. You can continue doing this cycle with this person. Actually, you know what, Leo? What was the lesson this person was supposed to teach you? What's the lesson with this soul contract for the Leo collective? What were they supposed to learn? One more shuffle. 9 of Swords, the Magician, and the Ace of Swords, speaking up, speaking your truth. Ace of Swords, calling things out, speaking your truth. The Magician, again, mercurial energy. This is Virgo and Gemini energy, and it's ruled by Mercury. So instead of 9 of Swording, thinking about what this person did, what they said, what they want, what they don't want, why they're not, you know, behaving a certain way or why they're behaving that way, there's something here in terms of what they were supposed to teach you is to stand up for yourself, to speak up for yourself, to call things out, to not bury what they're doing, to not make excuses for what they're doing. This person's soul contract with you is to teach you how to speak up for yourself and defend yourself, but that also means yielding that Ace of Swords to cut someone out of your life. And that's a hard thing for a Leo to do. I get it. Most of you would rather sit in the 4 of Cups in a connection than completely cut someone out of your life. It's like, well, it's not so bad. It's okay. But the lesson here was to teach you to be strong enough to cut them out of your life, to speak up for yourself, to stand up for yourself, and to walk away from anyone who mistreats you, especially if this is like emotionally abusing you or like verbally abusing you. Yeah, or withholding affection. Like, again, I go back to that Queen of Cups, back turned, lid on the chalice. This was supposed to teach you to speak up for yourself and move on. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice here for Leo. One more shuffle here. Thank you. It's also something here about claiming your independence from this individual. Your advice: 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. That's what I said. Emperor, Empress. That's who drives the chariot. So we don't have the World card here. So you get to, of course you get to, right? You have the divine gift of free will. You don't have to completely excommunicate this person out of your life. Like, let's say it's an elderly parent, right? And maybe they have been verbally abusive. Now, personally for me, I have excommunicated my mother out of my life. And I'll be honest, it hasn't been easy, but it's something that I have to do. I understand our soul contract. I've learned a lesson. I don't need to repeat it anymore. I wish her well. And that's it for us in this lifetime. But I understand that not everyone can do that. So your advice here seems to be that 4 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Tower, and then the Empress. You get to decide. You have a couple of different decisions here to make. You get to decide if you want to continue existing in a connection or connections that leaves you emotionally depleted or feeling, you know, abandoned or emotionally rejected or not receiving the loving words or the shows of affection that you feel you deserve or that you desire or you crave. It's up to you. You're at the Y point. You can decide to continue to tolerate it, or you can decide to speak your truth. And some of you can, and it's, you know, if you want to do this, you can keep this person in your life, but there needs to be some really hard boundaries here created with this individual. Like something here needs to radically shift. You shouldn't tolerate anyone verbally or emotionally manipulating you this way or abusing you this way, because that's abuse. And you may not want to say that word out loud, but energetically, that's what that is. Tell me more about the Tower here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Strength card, there you are. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Yeah, it's going to be hard because it's a soulmate, soul bond connection. And to you, that means a lot. But there's something here about holding back from that soulmate, soul bond connection. Again, you don't have to completely cut the person out of your life, but what you do need to release is accepting the behavior. There needs to be some hard boundaries here put in place. So this is telling you, like, you can continue to have this person in your life or interact with them or give to them, but it needs to be small. And that Six of Pentacles, this is small. And I hate to call it breadcrumbing, but that's kind of how it is. And that Strength card is Leo energy. This is like holding yourself back. So, you know, the further advice on this with that Tower card is to hold yourself back from giving too much to people who treat you this way. And for those of you who you're fully ready to let go, then that's what you can do. You can completely let this person go and cut them out of your life. But for those of you where you're still kind of, I don't know, it's mom, it's dad, that type of feeling, then it's just telling you to give less. That's all. Just give less. Don't allow this person or these people to deplete you or to rob you of your happiness or your independence. That is what I have for you, Leo. That is your 999 portal message. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Hope you're doing well today. If you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message now. What is the 999 portal message here for Virgo? For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is the portal message here for Virgo? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Virgo, your 999 portal message, we have meditate, card number 40. And then you have, transformation, card number 19. What's behind that? Truth. Card number 25. Your deck just split, and I want to look at the cards here. Emperor, Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Hierophant, Nine of Cups. Okay. Tell me more about meditate here and transformation for the Virgo collective. I feel like if you really sit and think about something for a considerable amount of time, the truth comes to you, the clarity comes to you, and then you're able to transform either yourself or the situation or the environment or the connection. But it's only like in the stillness and the quiet will you see the truth or know what you need to do. Tell me more about meditate here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Did I wish you a happy birthday? I don't remember. If you're celebrating your birthday this week, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Meditate is being clarified by the Knight of Swords, Justice, there's your truth, the Moon. Aha. So we had a full moon in Pisces on September 7th. We also have a new moon in Virgo on September 21st. Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Swords. This is like blocking your manifestation. I think you need to transform the way you manifest, the way you meditate. You're manifesting from a place of lack. So if you're wondering why it's not happening, whatever it is for you, it's because Five of Swords to the Ten of Swords to the Magician, and that's you, right? That's Virgo, Gemini energy. It's like you're killing the manifestation before it even has a chance to materialize or get off the ground, because you're meditating from a lack mentality. So you can transform the way you manifest to get the outcome that you desire. Tell me about the Knight of Swords here. Some of you need to eclipse this feeling of lack. I'm not good enough. I'll never get the job. I'll never, I'll never change. I'll never get out of the situation. I'll never have enough money. No one will ever love me. That whole living in never, never, never land needs to be transformed within the Virgo collective, because it's literally blocking your manifestations, your wishes, your hopes, your desires. It's like the negative thoughts are becoming reality. Tell me about that Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups. So this is changing the way you communicate with yourself and with the divine when you're manifesting. Going from Five of Pentacles, not feeling good enough, to Nine of Cups. Communicating from a more emotionally balanced place, or a higher vibrational place. Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands. Yes. Bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Cups. Here are your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, right? So there's something here about you really meditating. When you're meditating about what you want, or you're trying to create the strategy or the plan about what it is that you want to be successful with in your life, whether career and finance, love and romance, a project, a skill you want to learn, there's something here about thinking about it, right? In meditation, you think about it, you hope, you pray, you talk to the divine about it, doing it from a happier place, not fake happiness. Nine of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles. It's a very grounded. I really want this. I really believe I can do this. I really believe this is mine. I feel like that's how you transform your life. You transform your life by transforming the way you manifest, the way you talk about yourself, and the way you communicate with the divine when you're asking for what it is that you want. And then every day after that manifestation, it's staying as high vibe as you can when you're thinking about the manifestation. I know you can't be high vibe 24 hours a day when it comes to everything in your life. That's nearly impossible. But there is when you're thinking about that thing. So let's say I'm speaking to a Virgo, you're manifesting a job. But when you're sitting there and you're meditating or praying or thinking about the job, if in your subconscious, you're thinking, no one will ever hire me. I don't know. I've got a record. I'm not good enough. I have the experience, but not the degree. I have the degree, but not the experience. If you're coming from Never, Never Land, your manifestation, that divine is like, wait a minute. Are you sure you want that? Because it's coming out like scrambled eggs. You're verbally telling me you want it, but source can see your energy, right? And they're going, but you don't seem like you want it. You don't even think you deserve it. You seem very unsure when you're asking about it. So in those moments of meditation, prayer, manifestation, there's something here about during the ask, when you're asking for what it is that you want, or you're just thinking about it, to stay high vibrational. This is something I really want. I really need a job. I want a job. I don't just really need a job. There's a difference between what we need and what we want. I need a job and I want the job. Both are balanced. I really need this job and I really want this job. This job would make me very happy. Again, I'm just using job as an example. And then all day long, no matter what shit is going on in your life, when you think about that job that you just applied to, it's, I know I'm going to get that job. They might not call me today, but they're going to call me. Or a job will call me. They might not call me today, but I know they're going to call me. So it's transforming the way you manifest. Higher vibrational when you ask. Higher vibrational now when you're actually getting out there into the world and trying to find the job, right? You can't walk into a place asking for an application with a frown on your face and the shoulders are hunched over and you have this like defeatist look about you. So it's staying high vibrational when you're asking for it, when you're going out there and doing it. And then all day long, when you're thinking about it, it's staying as high vibe as you can. And again, I know that you can't be high vibe with everything, but when it comes to that one thing that you're asking for, you need to stay high vibrational. Otherwise, you're killing the manifestation. You're either hoping for the job, but then you're not doing anything to actually go out there and find the job. Or you're going out there, you're asking for a job and you're going out there to find the job, but internally to you, when you think about it, you're like, no one's ever going to hire me. I'm not good enough. So I always say there are three key components to manifestation. The ask, the do, that's on us to actually do it. And then every time we think about it, high vibrational. It might not come in today, but I know it's coming in. The friend, the love partner, the offer on the house, like whatever this is for you, the job, et cetera, might not come in today, but I know it's coming. I could feel it. And so it's raising your vibration on those three key components. If you can transform that, what you want comes in. But if you're manifesting from a lack mentality, it doesn't happen because our thoughts become our reality. That's just a, energetic fact. Five of Pentacles. Hangman, you've been sitting in this for a long time. Hangman, Six of Swords, Five of Wands. I'd love to know who embedded this in you, that you're not good enough or you're not worthy or you can't be successful or you're unlovable. These are other people's words that resonate within you. Actually, I think if you sit and meditate long enough, you'll realize that the negative words that you have running inside of your mind, they're not yours. Those words don't belong to you. That comes from other people, whether it's in your childhood, people you interacted with in adulthood. You need to move on from that. Those aren't your words. You're not speaking poorly about yourself. You're just allowing what the words of other people to resonate within you, to ping pong back and forth within you. Some of you, since, I mean, I'm talking really early age, like since you were 7 years old, someone said something to you and it just stuck to you for the rest of your life. It has affected how you view yourself and what you believe your capabilities are. What's the advice here for Virgo? What's the advice here for Virgo on that? One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, and the Star. Yeah, this is definitely childhood stuff. Five of Cups. You need to heal this wound. I mean, I hate when I tell people you need, but you should. You should actively work through meditation to identify that those negative thoughts that you think about yourself did not come from you. They came from people in your past. Those are not your words. And once you heal it, and you realize that and you accept it, you need to move on from it. That is not who you are. You are the King and Queen of Wands. You are capable of creating anything you want. Those are the business builders, the entrepreneurs, the visionaries of tarot. Someone robbed you of that at some point. Don't allow them to continue to do that. For some of you, these people aren't even in your life anymore, but their words linger and they affect your self-esteem. And it's time to really, really heal it and let it go. Because like I said, when you're manifesting, I'm picking up the energy of I really want this. And then 5 minutes later saying, I'm not going to get it, or I don't deserve it, or I'm not good enough. And I just feel like that Five of Swords, Ten of Swords to the Magician, you're just killing your manifestation. So in the 999 portal, Virgo, you have the ability to really cleanse this from your life. Really let this go. Identify it, see it, know that that is not you. Daily affirmations may help with this. They're free on my website. If you go to the timelinetarot.com and you click on resources, you'll have to scroll down a little bit, but there are daily affirmations. I think there's like 99 on that site. And I would just every day say at least one of them to yourself 3 or 5 times, looking in the mirror, saying it out loud. You need to raise your vibration here. And I forgot where I read this, but when someone says something negative to you, it takes like someone else to say something positive like 10 times to undo the one negative thing that was said about you. And I think that's why the daily affirmations work, because it would be you repeating good stuff to you. It's you talking to you. And I think that is what is needed here for the Virgo collective. There's a wound here that was placed within the Virgo collective that did not come from the Virgo collective. But the Virgo collective can transform their lives by finally like cleansing this out of the collective energy. You would have never said those things to you, especially at an early age or at any time in your life. So those are other people's words. And once you recognize that, you can heal it and move on from it and really take ownership of your life. So I would meditate on this and heal it. And then you get to transform that. Then you believe in yourself. Then you're confident when you're manifesting. Then you're confident when you're walking into the job interview. And then you believe when you walk out of the job interview that they will call you. And if it's not them, it'll be someone else, because you're deserving of that job, of that high paying job, or that whatever that position is that you want. Again, I'm just using work as an example. So can I get 3 cards of what happens here for Virgo once they do this, or if they do this? I feel like it radically transforms your life. I think there's been a block to abundance and happiness for many of you. It's the belief that you don't deserve better. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Cups, options, choices, 10 of Wands, dropping those burdens, 4 of Swords, finally healing that wound. It's a big wound. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Lovers. And it's your choice. Death card. It's your choice. I feel like you can get victory over this. I think you can overcome this. And I think once you overcome it, it's done. Like I don't think like a year from now, these words creep back in. And I think that's why it's important now in the 999 portal to meditate on this and transform this. Oh, and that's the truth. Truth is right behind that. And that's the truth. You need to let go. These are not your words. Someone else put those words in you, and you need to kind of cleanse them out and heal that wound once and for all. That is what I have for you, Virgo. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message. What is the 999 portal message here for Libra? Libra, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. Just had the sun come out all of a sudden. It's been kind of rainy here all day. So maybe things are changing here for the Libra collective. Maybe the sun is finally coming out. Okay, let's tap into the Libra collective now. For Libra, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. What is the 999 portal message here for Libra? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Growth, card number 15. And at the bottom of the deck, divinity, card number 20. I like that. That always gives me star card energy, which is healing. It's hope. Tell me more about growth here. Tell me more about growth here for Libra. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Six of Cups, followed by the Magician, Four of Swords, Six of Wands. Well, isn't that the sun coming out after the storm, huh? Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Death card. A new beginning here, a very healing new beginning here for the Libra collective. This is specifically for those of you where you have freed or you are in the process of freeing yourself from a situation, environment, connection, thought process, pattern, habit within yourself that you realized was no longer serving you. This is a very optimistic energy here now. Healing yourself, healing maybe old traits, old wounds, feeling very victorious, feeling better. You're definitely stepping into a pattern. Maybe some of you are stepping out of a pattern, but you could be stepping into the pattern of happiness. I kind of get the feeling here like whatever this was here in the past for you, something you were holding on, and it could be anything, memory, hope, patterns, habits, situations, environments, connections. I feel like you went round and round and round with it over and over again until you kind of got off the ride. Like I went round and round and round until I'm just done. I'm free. So I've tapped into a group of you where you are moving on from something in the past. Again, it could just be a habit that you did, like smoking, drinking, gambling. But whatever it is for you, you are healing at a very rapid rate. You're growing, like spiritually growing in this process as well. And you're moving towards victory. It's a very optimistic energy here. I've set some boundaries, Seven of Wands. I'm moving towards the new. You have transformed. You have transformed in the 3D and in the 5D. Tell me about the Six of Cups here. This is like hard-fought victory. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the King of Wands, taking control of your life. I believe you're moving on from, again, thought process, pattern, habits, situations, environments, or connections that left you very wounded. Three of Swords, or were no longer beneficial to your mental health or your financial health or your emotional health. I feel like you're deciding to take action on your own behalf. This is rapid healing here for the Libra collective. Tell me about the Magician here. This is now wanting to manifest a new beginning. Tell me about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Magician, Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the World card. I can't tell you how much I love this for you. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Ace of Wands. Look at what you're leaving behind. Eight of Cups. You know, Ace of Wands to Five of Swords to Seven of Swords. It's like this is more than just an argument. You know, this is tension. This is strife. This is grief. This could be verbal abuse, verbal manipulation, sexual manipulation. You're leaving it all behind. You're emotionally and physically disconnecting from it. You're manifesting an ending. You're manifesting a new beginning. You're manifesting happiness. I've tapped into a group of you now. The Libra Collective on my channel went through a big shift about a year ago. This is the second wave. It's a little bit bigger. Probably going to have a third wave by the end of the year, maybe early 2026. Right now, Taurus is going through just the first stages of the big wave. They're ruled by Venus, so maybe you want to take a look at their reading, especially if you have any Taurus placements. But this is rapid. This particular group, where the last group of Libras I read for, it was lingering, which is interesting because you're a cardinal sign. And so usually when you make your decision on something, you take action, right? Cardinal signs take action. But you were very hesitant, or I should say group 1 was hesitant. Group 2, not hesitant. I'm manifesting happiness, options and choices, and an ending to whatever this is. The diet plan that didn't work, the thought process, the pattern, the habit, the situations, environments, or connections. Like, I'm not dragging them into my past. I'm not dragging them into my past. I want victory. I want success. I've drawn a line in the sand. It's almost like you've created like a litmus test for situations, environments, and connections. They need to, I don't know, be like, show up a certain way or offer you a certain something, or you just don't even want to be bothered by it. This is, when I tell you huge rapid growth here for the Libra collective. Again, the group of you I've tapped into. 6 of Wands. Yeah, I want to feel good again. This portal is huge for the group of Libras I'm reading for. Tell me about the 6 of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Temperance, 3 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Working on your happiness. This whole feeling in lack. Who was this person? 5 of Pentacles, King of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the Tower. I don't know who this person or these people were. Or again, thought process or pattern. But you're done with them. You're done with them. They need to, you know, if this is a person or people, they can't show up like this anymore. You just won't tolerate it. You're looking to work on situations, environments, or connections that are happy, that are solid, that you feel loved by, that you feel, you know, wants you and includes you. And you're drawing this hard line in the sand here, Libra, as of this 999 portal. And it's like these people can't cross it anymore. You're looking for happiness, community, social engagements, work connections, friendships, even a romantic partner that's like in it to win it. I've tapped into a group of you. This is, I don't know, exponential growth here. Leaving behind the past trauma, the sorrow. Now be careful of that. And I say that because I like the 4 of Swords as healing, but it's not the star card of healing. And you've had a monumental tower here in your life. I don't want you to gloss over it too much. I know that you're feeling a lot better and you want to feel better and you want to connect with people who are like you and like-minded like you. And that's beautiful. And I love that you put up some healthy boundaries and you're creating new beginnings and you're transforming your life. But I would have felt a little bit better about the reading of that 4 of Swords that have actually been the star card, because you could just be glossing over the pain. And look, I get it. It took me a while to like realize like the ending of my marriage. And I don't know what this is for you. It doesn't have to be a marriage. But it took me a while, even though I'm the one who asked for it, even though I'm the one who asked for the divorce. It was like, I left him June 2020 and I felt bad that first Thanksgiving. So November 2020, I had him over for Thanksgiving with some friends that I had because I felt bad that he was sitting in the marital home alone. But by the following Thanksgiving, I had gone into another relationship. He was in a relationship. There was just no reason, right? There's no he wasn't alone. He had someone else. I had someone else. It was that second Thanksgiving where I remember like, I'm never going to have Thanksgiving with him again. It just a whole 24-year marriage like flashed in front of my eyes. So I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. So there's something like that that could happen for you in the future. Like you're no longer at that job or interacting with those people, or you separated from that person. I like that you're healing from whatever 3 of Swords took place, but you haven't fully healed from the Tower. And that it might hit you out of the blue while you're baking cookies a year from now, or you're working on your car a year from now, or you're cutting the grass a year from now. Just be mindful of that. It could catch you a little unaware, but as of right now, this looks fantastic. This is rapid growth. Just be mindful, because when we close something out that's that monumental, it could affect us a little bit in the long run if we don't fully heal from it. But I kind of see where you're at right now, and it's like I just don't want to sit in that anymore. Just want to be happy again and learn new things and connect with new people. And I like it; it's healthy. But I would make some time to heal or counseling or therapy. If that, whatever that ending is for you, although you're manifesting it, kind of like I was, even though it's of your doing, I don't feel like it was initially of your choosing. Does that make sense? I kind of feel like you were forced into this ending, and that's where the therapy might actually help. Okay, Death card, transforming, rapid growth here for the Libra collective. No wonder the storm stopped and the sun came out, because you can see clearly now. The rain is gone. You're on to better, brighter days. I love that for you. All right, let's get 3 cards on that death card. How is the Libra collective on my channel transforming their life at this time? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords, seeing things clearly, right? I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Queen of Pentacles, investing in yourself, your loved ones, people who matter, connections that matter, and your future. And King of Cups, opening up your heart more, being very emotionally balanced. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups. I'm just going to throw, oh my God, Queen of Cups, King to the Queen of Cups. I'm just going to throw this out there with the Hierophant and, you know, 7 of Swords here and the Moon and 4 of Cups and all that. If you've left a long-term connection or even a marriage, it won't be long before you meet your next soulmate. I just have to throw that out there because I'm asking, what is that death card, that radical ending for a new beginning, transformation in your life? It's you seeing things very clearly, nurturing yourself, your space, and your future, and becoming more emotionally balanced and loving yourself. King, Queen of Cups, love themselves unconditionally, right? Those are the people on the plane that know how to put the oxygen mask on themselves first, and then they care for everyone else. So yeah, this was a big lesson for you, right? You really grew in that, because I feel like in the past you probably ran around the plane putting the mask on everyone else and leaving yourself depleted. So I like that you're transforming in this way. But if you've left a romantic partner, Page of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, it's like, while you're single and abundant, here comes this person. 10 of Cups to the Queen of Cups. That's a soulmate, soul bond connection here with the King. Whether you're masculine, feminine, I don't read body parts, but it leads you to the 10 of Cups. And you'll have a decision here to make if you want to move forward with this person. This is a new person. This is not the King of Swords that keeps coming up in your readings, King of Wands, King of Swords. This is a King, Queen of Cups now. So just keep that in mind. You have someone new here on your path as you move towards this transformation process, I guess. I'm really proud of you, Libra. I wasn't expecting this for this wave. I thought you kind of would drag it out like wave 1 did, but you're jumping right into wanting to be happy, wanting to start your life over again. You seem more excited now than ever. So God bless. I love this for you. That is what I have for you, Libra, at this time. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message. What is the 999 portal message here for Scorpio at this time? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. I need a sip of my coffee, Scorpio. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That's just a lot of talking for me. Okay. Tapping into the Scorpio collective now. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is their 999 portal message? What is their 999 portal message at this time? I keep seeing an X, or yeah, an X. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have Earth. This is card number 11. And at the bottom, oh my God, that's what I was seeing. We have Relief. Okay. That's kind of what I was seeing. Like a crossroads of sorts. Okay. Tell me more about Earth here for the Scorpio collective. What do they need to know about Earth? Card number 11 and card number 12. Interesting. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about Earth and Relief? Why is this their 999 portal message? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. First card out, Death card, which is you. Followed by the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Wands, the Magician, and the 8 of Pentacles. So the Fool card, the Star card, and the 2 of Wands. I've tapped into a group of you that you're giving yourself relief from an ending here that you've had in your life. And you're giving yourself this relief by nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, focusing on your long-term goals. Literally could be learning something new here, maybe opening a business, expanding a current one. It's like you're looking for victory now. You're very laser focused here. Like you've got your eye on some goal here, some end goal, and very grounded energy here for you. So you're very much leaning into your opposite sign here of Taurus when it comes to like needing to reground yourself and refocus, redirect your energy because of some ending here that has transpired in your life. Tell me about the Death card energy here for Scorpio. Tell me about this death card energy here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Chariot, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the World card. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Yeah, this is coming in pretty quickly. I'm not predicting an ending here for you. What I am predicting is that you are creating the relief you need to move on from this ending, like very quickly. You're, again, very grounded energy there in the Nine of Pentacles. So, in the Nine of Pentacles card. So, if you're not feeling this yet, you will be feeling this in the energy of the 999 portal. It's kind of like that ended. I learned my lesson. No sense dwelling on it. You're transmuting the pain now into power and forging ahead. And this is like a time for you now to take care of yourself, to offer yourself relief, to offer yourself nurturance. And again, nurturing yourself, your space, your dreams, your goals. And I feel like this is, I don't know, this is like trying to make yourself feel better after a pretty difficult ending here. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. And again, I'm not predicting the ending. I feel like you have already experienced this. So if it's not your reading, just check another placement. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Pentacles, clarified by Page of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Tower. Yeah, this is this like radical realization that I need to get back to happy. I need to get back to feeling happy, being happy, and doing things that make me happy and interacting with individuals who make me happy. And it's like, it's an act of self-love to do this. No longer wanting to dwell or focus on the ending anymore. Tell me about that 10 of Swords here for Scorpio. Tell me about the 10 of Swords. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Swords is clarified by 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. I feel like you're putting up a wall here, like within yourself. It's almost like cauterizing like a part of your heart and saying, okay, I gave my heart to this person. They abused it. They misused it. They broke it, right? They shattered it, but they didn't shatter my entire heart. They shattered this small part of it. So it's almost like you're cauterizing this small part and saying, okay, I'm going to focus on this pain little by little, here and there, when I have time. But the rest of my heart, I'm still opening. I'm still opening the rest of my heart to myself, my dreams, my goals. Again, I feel some of you like might be relocating or contemplating relocating. It's just this energy of like, I've sat in this long enough. I don't want to feel this anymore. It's time for me to start working on my manifestations, my long-term goals. And even with that World card, it could even be like Chariot to the World card could even be like contemplating, even relocating for some of you. And I feel like what you're realizing is that this experience or situation or connection, whatever this was for you, was a block. 5 of Wands to the Magician to the 8 of Pentacles. It's like it was a block to other areas of your life, other goals, other dreams. And I feel like you're removing the block. Again, I don't think you're totally healed from this, right? We don't have 4 swords. We don't have the Star card. But I just kind of feel like you're cauterizing and saying, well, I'm going to deal with that later. Right now, I need to focus on the rest of my life. So you're giving yourself relief here in the portal energy of 999. And choosing to focus on things that make you happy. Tell me about the Magician energy here for you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Magician is clarified by the Empress, the Strength card, and the 4 Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords. Yeah, I just feel a very much of a regrounding energy. I need to restabilize myself. I need to nurture myself. I need to nurture my dreams or goals. Okay, this didn't work out. It sucked. I don't want to dwell on this anymore. I've sat on this long enough at the expense of other things in my life. And it's like, I don't know. It's like waking up one day and saying, I don't want to feel this anymore. I know that it's not completely, hasn't completely left me, the heartache or the pain or feeling ghosted or abandoned, whatever happened here. But I don't want to think about it anymore. I don't want to feel it anymore. Maybe another time, but not today. That's the feeling. It's like, not today. Today, I need to get back to working on other things here in my life. So still holding it in, kind of suppressing it down. I don't like that a lot. Got to be honest. It would have felt better if we saw a 4 Swords Star card. So I don't think you're fully healed from this. You're just choosing to bypass it for now, cauterize it for now, so you can get back to focusing on other things in your life. 2 of Swords, Justice, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's some cold energy there, to be honest with you. It's just like, I don't even want to look at this, talk about this anymore, think about this. I don't want to see it. I just kind of want to move on with my life. 7 of Pentacles, Hangman, 4 of Swords. I've sat in this long enough. Okay, let's get you 3 cards of advice, although I don't really think you need it. I think you're doing a good job and you're handling what looks to have been a pretty difficult ending here for you. 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords. I mean, that's a lot of pain That's a lot of mental anguish. That's a lot of emotional loss, or feeling abandoned, or feeling rejected. And I'm not going to tell you that you're recovering from this the wrong way. It's just not my place. The Scorpio collective is doing what they feel is best for them, which is taking control of their life and saying, I'll deal with this another time. Today I have to, water the plants and take the pet out for a walk, or, you know what I mean, wash the cat bowls, or yeah, I need to start focusing on other things. It's a radical shift that the Scorpio collective is undergoing right now, and just wanting to focus on being happy in the situations, environments, or connections that add to that happiness, not detract from it. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. But again, like I said, I don't really feel like you need a Scorpio. I think you're handling this the best you can. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Fool. Slowly but surely working your way to this new beginning. We had the World card, and now we have the Fool card. It's like little by little, investing my time, my energy, my love back into the things that make me happy again. So it is a slow progression. 2 Pentacles, 3 Pentacles to the Fool card, but you're making your way there. I still would recommend that you heal this at some point, but right now you're just slowly wanting to move towards happier days, and I see you doing that. Judgment, the Emperor, and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You're focusing now on long-term goals and situations and environments and connections that, again, bring joy and happiness and stability to your life, and sort of ignoring that pain from the past. So very grounded energy here for the Scorpio collective, giving yourself relief from what has been a pretty difficult ending here for you. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. I love your courage and your bravery and your tenacity. I think you are just a great role model when it comes to finding happiness again at the core of you. I think it's a great role model for the other 11 zodiac signs. So that's what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message and it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. I hope that you're doing well today. Let's see what your 999 portal message is. What is the 999 portal message here for Sagittarius? For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? What is their 999 portal message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have Home, card number 10. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Death, card number 36. And right behind that, we have Fire. Tell me more about Home here for the Sagittarius collective. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about Home? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, we have the Moon. Interesting, because we had the full moon in Pisces on September 7th. It was an eclipse. Then we have a new moon in Virgo, which is a partial eclipse on September 21st. So we have the Moon. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Fool card. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. I feel like you're keeping a secret from someone. I've tapped into a group of you. Some of you are seriously like contemplating relocating, transforming your lives, but you haven't told anyone about this. You're holding back from telling someone this. So I have a group of you here, right? It won't be every Sag or every Sag placement, but I have a group of you here where you're keeping to yourself, you're holding it in, sort of like close to the chest or close to the vest here, that you're on the precipice of this new beginning. And for some of you, yeah, it could be relocation. I just don't feel like you're telling anyone. I think you're talking to people, but I think it's, I don't want to call it surface level, but I have no swords here on the table. So it's almost like, yes, I'm collaborating with these other individuals, right? Whether these are business colleagues or friends or family members, or it's like, it's 3 of Pentacles. I'm still showing up for these connections, but that High Priestess, the Moon, the 4 of Pentacles, this is like, but I'm not telling them everything. I'm not telling them my next move. Okay. Tell me about the Moon card here. Tell me about the Moon card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon card is being clarified by death to death. to the Ace of Wands, to the Page of Swords. Oh, look, I've tapped into a group of you. Obviously won't be every Sag watching. I've tapped into a group of you where you have been exploring and gleaning and acquiring information about a new beginning that you want in your life. So I could be speaking to a Sagittarius where you're thinking about leaving your job and you're already looking at other possible employment opportunities. You're just not telling anyone at work, right? I'm still showing up at work, but no one needs to know that I'm looking for another job, or no one needs to know that I found another job until I'm ready to give my notice. That's what this feels like. You're keeping it close to home, like only my inner circle, or maybe for some of you, it's just you. You're just your only inner circle. It's like you're keeping it close to home. You're not telling many people, you know, again, like if this is work, I'm not telling everyone at work that I'm looking for another job, or even that I've located one in that Ace of Wands energy. No one needs to know until I'm ready to tell them. Or you're contemplating relocating or moving, and now you're just looking into, you know, other towns or states or countries or regions of the world type of thing. But it's like, I don't need to tell everyone. Just because I collaborate with you on ABC doesn't mean I have to tell you everything. That's the feeling that I have here. The Hermit, again, it's a very quiet energy. So I don't know what you're looking to change here. It's something monumental, because you don't feel, this is like on a need to know basis, and 99% of people don't need to know. Like that's the feeling. So I don't know what this is for you. Changing jobs, changing career paths. Maybe you're a business owner in that Ace of Wands energy and you're about to like radically change your business, but it's like, no one needs to know, not even my clients, not until I'm ready to tell them, until I'm ready to make the announcement. I'm keeping it all to myself. And it's a long-term goal here that you have for yourself. So relocation, changing jobs, changing career paths, opening up a business, or maybe changing an existing business that you're the owner of. Tell me about the new beginning here. What a secretive, what a secretive group of Sagittarians I've tapped into. Tell me about the Fool card here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Magician, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Tower. Bottom of the deck, the World. You're preparing for an ending. I mean, again, sign your message. Don't get angry. Just check another placement. I've tapped into a group of you. You're manifesting a monumental ending in your life. You're preparing for it. You know it's coming, either by force or by choice. You know it's coming. You're preparing for it. You're actually happy about it. Like, you're happy about this next chapter. And what's interesting, we have the Fool card before the World card. So you're already working on the new. You're already working on finding a new job. Maybe for some of you, you're already working at the new job. And I've done that before, where I wasn't quite sure if I would like the job or not. So I took some vacation time off of the existing job to go test out the new job. It could be something like that here happening for some of you, where it's like, I don't really know if I'm going to like the new place. I'm just going to take 1 or 2 weeks off vacation, try working at the new company, because the beginning is coming before the ending. So I'm looking for the new place where to live, right? The new place to call home, before I officially like sell my home or tell my landlord that I'm not renewing the lease, or I'm canceling the lease early. I'm working on creating the new business, but I'm not telling anyone until I'm ready to launch it, type of thing. Some of you, you're leaving a partner. You just have not told them yet. Oof. All right. Queen of Pentacles. This is you, whether you're masculine or feminine. I know you're a fire sign, but you're very grounded in this. This is you saying, I need to nurture myself, my space, my future, and not everyone needs to know. Again, except for that Magician who holds the Ace of Swords, no swords. You are mum shut quiet on this. Page of Swords, this is just you gleaning information. Again, I feel like you're communicating with other people, but you're not telling them everything. You're not divulging everything. Even the Queen of Pentacles in this deck is holding this spark, this new beginning, very close to her. Very close to her chest, you can see. It's like only she can see what's burning inside of her, like this new desire, this new path. All right, tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Justice, Strength, and the King of Wands. Wow. I've tapped into a group of you. I mean, you feel like this is the just right, fair, balanced thing to do. What a resilient group of Sagittarians that I have here, because I feel like you're very stoic on the exterior. I don't think anyone knows that you're planning this relocation, writing the book, you know what I mean? Starting up the business, changing the business. I don't think anyone knows. It's like when I'm ready to take action, when I'm ready to switch gears from pentacles to wands, the slowest to like the fastest, then everyone can know. Not ready yet to switch gears. Just kind of working on it for now and holding yourself back. Strength card is Leo energy, but it's quiet fire. You're not quiet fire, but that's quiet fire energy. So you're like holding myself back. This is like watching a horse race, and the horses are all in the stalls, and you could see them just revving up. Or you ever see like you know, a NASCAR race or something. The cars are just revving up, like you're just getting ready for that go signal. And right now you're idling, but it's not idling doing nothing. It's idling. It appears idling to everyone else, but you're not. You're doing all of this work behind the scenes. I'll get you 3 cards of advice, but I don't really think you need it. I think you're keeping everything very close to home. Again, it's that circle of trust. You're in it. Maybe one other person. Everyone else is out of it. Like, no need to know. And for some of you, you're keeping this from a partner. That's maybe for one Sag watching, but you're keeping it from this person. Can I know more about that King of Pentacles? Some of you, you're like planning a divorce. You're not even telling your person. Or a breakup or relocation. One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Pentacles, clarified by 10 of Swords. I told you. Some of you are planning an ending. You're not even telling the other person. 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Because you don't want to fight about it. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Because when you walk away, it's for good. There's no discussion. I don't want to fight about it. So whether that King of Pentacles is, you know, identifying as the boss, that's possible. I'm not going to tell the boss looking for another job. No need to argue about it. I don't need to fight about it. When I'm ready to tell them it's over and I give them my notice, that's when I give them my notice. When I list my house up for sale, that's when the whole town will know that I'm moving. No need to tell the neighbors ahead of time. So King of Pentacles, whoever that is to you, the boss, the family member, the family, the friend group, could be a lover, a spouse for some of you. No need to fight about it. When it's over, I will let them know. 8 of Cups, the Celestial Weaver, and the 9 of Wands to the Chariot. I'm just going to keep it all to myself. This new life, like this new life or this future that I'm creating for myself. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here. Yeah, I don't want discord. I don't want bickering. I don't want anyone else's input. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice: 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Hermit. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's no advice here. You're doing the right thing. You're moving on, either from a job that didn't pay you well enough or didn't pay you what you were worth, or you're moving on from the feeling of lack with this friend, this family member, this lover. You're moving on and you're keeping it to yourself, and you're being very wise about this, and you're being very strategic about it. And your advice is basically you're creating your future right now. In the Celestial Weaver card, keep doing this how you've been doing it. You're doing a great job, Sagittarius. There really is no additional advice here for you except to continue to keep it to yourself until the time that you feel is best for you to announce your departure from whomever or whatever this is. Or like I said, for some of you, it could even be the launch of a new business, or maybe you're already a business owner and you have a new product or service. It's like, just keep working on it in the background and keep it to yourself. Everyone can know or will know when you're ready to let them know. That is what I have for the Sagittarius collective. Keep doing you as you transform your life. Congratulations. That's quite the powerful energy, especially being your opposite sign of Gemini. Like the moment we think of something, we want to tell everybody about it and get other people's feedback and talk about it. And you're just like, everyone who needs to know is right in here, close to home. Love that for you, Sag. Very different energy than what I'm personally used to. So I really admire what you're doing here. And I can't imagine the strength that it takes to hold back from telling it, because it looks like good stuff. I don't think you're doing anything nefarious or that would be seen as a disaster. I just think you're creating something very beautiful or planning for a very beautiful future. And it's like, not everyone needs to know. I don't need to argue about it, and I don't need anyone's input. So for right now, you're just keeping it close to the chest. That is what I have for you, my dear. That is your 999 portal message. Keep moving forward towards creating your new life, your new beginning here. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what your 999 portal message is. Tapping into the Capricorn collective now. What is their 999 portal message for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? What does Capricorn need to know at this time? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Transformation. Card number 19, bottom of the deck, Courage. Card number 37. Okay. Transforming your life, transforming the way you show up in life, transforming the way you communicate, finally having maybe the courage to say things that in the past you haven't been saying, even though you felt, the call to say it. You could have felt restricted for some reason. And now it's like I feel like you're transforming the way you communicate. Yes, safe travel and air is right behind that. So you're getting the courage together at this time to speak up on your own behalf. Okay. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Oh, I love seeing you here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Tell me more about this message here for Capricorn. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Sarah Bareilles song. I just caught that. Say what you want to say. Let the words come out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Courage, right? With that air card. Say what you want to say. First card out, 7 of Cups, followed by the 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. Moving on from that, 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. Healing a big wound here in the Capricorn collective. I feel like, again, repeating message for the last 2 weeks, please don't hate me. You are finally gaining the courage to speak up. And it won't just be a one-time occurrence. This will be a new way that you communicate, the way you process your feelings, and then the way you communicate. I feel like you're tired of keeping everything pushed down, and maybe that's an earth sign type of thing. I know a few Tauruses and Virgos who tend to do that. So maybe for the Capricorn collective, you do the same thing. Something bothers you. Someone says something. It's a little off-putting. You don't want to be reactionary. You suppress, you suppress, you suppress. It's like all of these emotions, the 7 of Cups to the 7 of Wands. I got to suppress, got to keep it down. Because if I verbalize it, it might come out like a volcano, right? And I don't want to appear to be too aggressive. So there's something here that was learned in the Capricorn collective that in order to be seen as a nurturer and kind and generous, you had to, you had to suppress your feelings. And I feel like you're finding your voice. The Capricorn collective is moving on from that way of existing. And I feel like it was ingrained in the collective. Like, I can't speak up. People feel sad. People will be mad. 5 of Cups energy, right? There might be arguments. People will feel heartbroken. Then I'll feel guilty. 4 of Swords, 5 of Cups. I feel like you're moving on from that way of showing up in the world. And I don't think you'll be reckless with this. I don't think it's like the moment you feel something, it's just going to come out like verbal diarrhea. I don't think that you're doing that because, as an earth sign, you are extremely grounded and thoughtful in your communication. I just feel like I've tapped into a group of you where you've suppressed things, pains and hurts. And I think you're moving on from that and you're transforming. And you're realizing it's not healthy for you to exist that way. It's also an act of self-love to be able to communicate your feelings. Tell me about the 7 of Cups here. Make sure that mic is still on. It is. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Cups, clarified by the Sun, the Devil, and the Page of Pentacles. Learning. You are learning. 2 of Cups, soulmate, soul bond connections. You're learning that in order to nurture connections, truly nurture them for the long run, doesn't require you to shut up. It requires you to speak up. It requires you to stand in your power. It requires you to defend yourself. It requires you to learn a new way of communicating, and that's what you're doing. Or either you have been doing it or you will be doing it within this 9-9 portal. Like the ball will start to get rolling here for you. And I think that was a lesson that you had to learn. This was ingrained in you at some point, childhood, the reactions from other people over the years. Every time I speak up, someone gets mad. They get insulted. They get offended. There's a fight. I don't talk to them. They don't talk to me. And so I suppress, and I suppress all of these emotions. And I feel like what you've learned is I can't do that anymore. It's not healthy. I need to transform and be courageous enough to do that, which is interesting because if you give Capricorn a goal, or not give them a goal, if you create a goal for yourself, like in career and finance, you have the tenacity of no other sign because it's almost like you embody the energies of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, where you can get very fixed on that goal. And the high vibe Virgo energy, I will create a plan on how I'm going to do this and get on this diet and achieve this weight loss goal. And then extremely dedicated, because Saturn is your ruling planet. So as a cardinal sign now, taking the inspired action to reach that goal. So I feel like when it comes to everything else in your life, you're absolutely brilliant. But when it comes to communicating your feelings, I can't say that. I've done that before. It just pisses people off, or it makes people, keep me at arm's length. And I think what you've learned is by suppressing it and keeping it bottled down, when you do finally erupt, like any normal person would after, days, weeks, months, years of suppressing all of that Seven of Cups, that's a lot of emotion, right? That's Piscean energy there. So it's like after being quiet and suppressing it, yeah, then that's the moment where the person leaves the toothpaste cap off the bottle, and you're exploding like a volcano. And everyone's like, oh my God, Capricorn is so aggressive. Not really. Capricorn has kept their mouth shut for days, weeks, months, years, but when you finally express it, it's like, comes out, kind of like a volcano. It's amazing because it's the courage card, but it still looks like it's like spewing out right from the top of the volcano. So what I think you have learned is I can't wait to communicate. Like I can't wait until it gets to that point before I communicate. I need to learn how to say it ahead of time. I need to learn how to create boundaries ahead of time. Seven of Wands. So I think that was the lesson here for you, Capricorn, was to say it instead of suppressing it. Tell me about the Hierophant energy here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Hierophant energy clarified by Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, because it was just a burden for you. You existed like that for a long time. Like, I'll wait to speak. I'll wait to say something. Meanwhile, it just got heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And life moves on, and you never address the one thing that upset you. And now that person has done 10 more things to upset you. So I feel like that's what you've learned here, is that I can't wait until it's like a bottle of soda that gets shaken and you take the cap off and it erupts type of thing. I need to learn how to be courageous, to effectively communicate in that moment that I feel wounded or sidestepped or overlooked for a promotion, for a raise. The friend who forgets my birthday. I feel like I've tapped into a group of you. If someone forgets your birthday, you're just like, yeah, what are you going to do? But then their birthday comes up and you send the card or send the flowers, or you know what I mean? You do something nice for them. Meanwhile, you're suppressing out all the years that same person didn't recognize your birthday. And yeah, one day out of the blue, they do something which on a normal day in a normal healthy relationship would be inconsequential. But suddenly it pisses you off. And it's like, yeah, because for the last 5 years, you've forgotten my birthday. So I don't know why I felt the need to share those messages that I'm getting for you, but that's what I get, is the suppression of pain and hurt, and then erupting like a volcano. So I think what you have learned here, or will be learning, is to be courageous enough to speak in the moment and to not hold on to it. So better communicating. So let's see if we get some sword cards now, because aside from this wound being healed, we don't have any other swords. I just see you moving on from doing that to yourself and healing this wound. So tell me about the Queen of Pentacles here, which is your energy, whether you are masculine or feminine. Thank you. What fell out of the deck? The Fool, new beginning, new way on how to communicate. The Fool, oh my God, communicate, justice, because the Justice card, Lady Justice, I have a statue back there of Lady Justice on top of the shelf, holds the sword of truth, the Ace of Swords. So new beginning now on how you communicate. The moon. This is all happening in this full moon in Pisces we had on September 7th. The energy will be with us for a long time. It was an eclipse. And I think what you have eclipsed is suppressing and keeping everything down. Magician, the Empress, Knight of Pentacles. Took a long time for you to get here. It was a big lesson that you had to learn when it came to your 10 of Cups, soulmate, soul bond connections. You can love someone, but that doesn't mean you have to suppress and eat all the crap that they give you or all the mistreatment that you receive. And again, it doesn't mean you have to excommunicate them, but in that moment, it takes courage to say, that really hurt me, or that really upset me. And I think that's what you're learning now. The transformation card is card 19. 1 + 9 is 10. That's an end. And then the courage card is 37. 3 + 7 is an end. So there's an ending here to the Capricorn collective suppressing their feelings. It's a big wound here that you're healing. So congratulations to you. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. Although I don't think you need it. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you learned this. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, you've learned it. 2 of Swords, you're not going to keep your mouth shut anymore. And I think you'll be diplomatic when you speak. Again, I don't think that you're coming across as rude, because the 2 of Swords is the moon in Libra. So I think you're still looking for justice and fairness. I just don't think you're going to hold yourself back from calling things out that are unfair anymore. So bravo to you. Took you a long time to learn this lesson. You're not going to suppress it anymore and then explode like a volcano or let it eat you up inside. Moving forward, you will have the courage here to speak up. 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. And you're going to do it with love. You're going to do it from a place of love and authority. And I like the King of Pentacles because this is someone who commands respect, doesn't demand it. It's not an emperor in the reverse kind of energy. It's being able to effectively communicate with the people that are closest and dearest to you in a very emotionally balanced way, in a way that gets your needs across to that person without them walking all over you or not allowing them to walk all over you anymore. So, and that will only strengthen these connections moving forward. So big communication wound here for the Capricorn collective is being healed in the 999 portal. Congratulations, Cappy. I'm really, really proud of you. I don't like what you went through, but I'm glad that you've learned the lesson, and moving forward, you'll be speaking up. That's what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee real quick. Thank you. Okay. Tapping into the Aquarius collective now. What is their 999 portal message for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? What do they need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Soulmate, card number 49. And Affluence, card number 5. Right behind that, we have Healer, card number 32, which also reduces to a 5. Okay. Tell me about soulmate here for Aquarius. What do they need to know about soulmate? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, we have 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, the Empress, 2 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the World. I should have said it. I said, why do I feel like some of you are leaving someone behind to move towards a soulmate? And then I got the World card. So this obviously won't be every Aquarius's reading. World, Page of Wands, and 4 of Wands. That leaves the 4 of Swords, Chariot, King of Cups here to the Moon card at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. Tell me about the 5 of Wands card here. Why is the 5 of Wands here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. 5 of Wands is clarified by 4 Pentacles, the Hangman, and the King of Swords. That's you. I feel like you've been holding on to a connection in your life that is replete with discord and arguments and 2 people not being on the same page. And yet you've been holding on to it for quite some time. And I don't know what this is to you, professional, platonic, or romantic. So, you know, if this is a job, it's like you don't even like being there anymore, but it offers you a paycheck, 4 Pentacles. You're still going to show up. You're holding on to it, but you don't really want to be there anymore. You don't get along with anyone anymore. You know, you're not sitting in with the company Friday luncheons, or you're not going out with people after work, after hours. If this is a friend, family member, or lover, you're still connected to them, but you're showing up very cold in the connection. It's like, I don't want to fight, because it's like the minute you say anything, then there's discord and there's arguments. And I almost feel like you're daydreaming of being elsewhere, daydreaming of another job, daydreaming of being in another living environment, daydreaming of another person, a whole new life. Some of you just want to like pack up, move, change your name, that type of thing. Like never to be heard from again. Okay, tell me about the Page of Cups. Some of you literally spend a considerable amount of your time thinking about how the hell do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Tell me about the Page of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Cups is clarified by Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. Oh, Queen of Swords. Queen to the King of Swords. Got a lot of people here. I've tapped into a group of you where you have a choice between two. So there's discord in one connection. And I feel like the connection that has discord in it, there's affluence there. So there's money. So it's like the business partner, you have a lot invested with this person, or it's the soulmate, like romantic love partner. Either you're married to them or your finances are entangled somehow. Notice how like all of the triangles and all the lines. So whoever this person is, you're entangled with them financially. So a spouse, a business partner, family, there's something like that here. But there's discord at the heart of that connection. There's affluence there. Like we look good on paper. We look good on paper, but I long to be elsewhere. I daydream of a different job. I daydream of a different life. I daydream of another person, whether you know them or not. Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords. Look at you. You poor thing, you. I don't know how to get out of this. I feel tied up. I feel caged. I feel trapped. I don't want to feel this way anymore. This doesn't feel good. Even if this is a soulmate, it just doesn't feel good anymore. But there are finances tied up. There's affluence, right? I can't just quit the job because I don't like it, because I need to find another job first. That's the type of feeling, like if this is work related. I don't like the community anymore, but I can't just pick up and leave and live out of my car, right? I've built a life here. I have affluence here in the community. I need to find another place. I need to be diligent about birthing my life and moving forward in another direction. But between that Page of Cups and even the Two of Wands, like staring out the window, the Empress is looking down at the birthing belly. The King of Swords is very stoic on his face. I just feel like you daydream of being somewhere else, another job, another living situation, another relationship, maybe even with another person. All right, tell me about the Empress energy here. Tell me about the Empress energy here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. I also notice how the soulmate card, one heart is upright and one card is upside down. So it's almost like at one time I was getting along with this person, but we're no longer on the same page. Somewhere along the way, one of us changed or our feelings changed all right. So the Empress card is being clarified by Four of Cups, Ten of Wands, and Judgment. Bottom of the deck, Death card. So I've tapped into a group of you where you are heavily contemplating how to close this out, how to move on from this situation, environment, or connection. Death, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You're making a plan. You're making a plan. Two of Wands. You're making a plan to exit. We don't have the Three of Wands here. We go from the 2 right to the 4, although the page is holding 1 wand, so it could be 2, 3, 4. All right, tell me about the Two of Wands here. Because the Three of Wands for me would be like you have definitively decided to turn your back on the past. Two of Wands, I'm just contemplating the ending. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Wands is clarified by Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Wow, more daydreamy energy. Three of Cups, Eight of Cups, Seven of Wands. This is more daydreamy energy. What would it be like to not be here anymore? Like if I could just teleport, I'm speaking like if I could just teleport myself out of here, I would. I want to be happy. I don't know how to be happy. I can't be happy here anymore. I can't be happy here anymore. That you know for sure. I can't. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, they see things very clearly. Now I just don't know how to get out of it. I'm speaking like you. So the World card, the ending is coming. Okay, tell me about the World card here. This is going to be messy. There's a lot of people involved. There's finances. It's going to be a little messy. I'm not going to lie to you. One more shuffle here. Thank you. World card clarified by Five of Cups. Six of Pentacles. You might have to pay someone out. Knight of Cups. Oh. Some of you are literally ending one connection and entering right into another. I don't know if you know this person or not, but you're ending the connection and quickly Eight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, going right into the new. I got Five of Swords. Death card, Queen of Pentacles, right? King to the Queen of Pentacles. They have affluence together. After long contemplation and thinking about it, and there might be an argument that triggers the ending for you where you're just like, enough. Something unkind here could be said and you're like, enough. But then look, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, you're quickly in another relationship or the new job. Let's say, like, if this is work, you have some cutting words with a boss on Friday, it's like Monday, Tuesday, you found another job. That's how, like, within 8 days. Like, this is fast. Like the new job or the new place to live or the new friend or the new lover, I don't know, it comes in quick. For some of you, you already have this other job. You already know of the other job. You already know of the other lover. It comes in quick. Five of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. It's like, okay, that ended. You might have to pay out. You might have to pay this person out. But then it's like quickly moving on. Knight of Cups. Moving on to the next job offer, the next living situation, the next lover. All right, let's get you 3 cards of advice. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you are going to be more sad about what you have to lose than what you're losing or who you're losing. This is like, I hate to say this for the cross watcher. Oh man, I don't even know how to say this. I'm really not a mean person. I'm not. I mean, I'm Gemini sun, Scorpio moon. My mouth can be my mouth at times, but this is like, how much is going to take to get you out of my life? And then after that, the second feeling is, I don't want to lose my cars, or I don't want to lose my money, or I don't want to lose my house. It's not even concerned over losing the person. You're more concerned about what you're losing, like pentacle resources. Like, oh, I got to pay alimony. Now I got to pay child support. You know what I mean? There's something like that here. You're more sorry about what you have to pay out. So maybe it's a job you're leaving and you're just like, oh, I'm losing, part of my retirement fund or something like that. Or they owe you vacation time and they're not paying you. It's like you're more sorry that you're losing that, like the benefits or something like that, than you are about actually losing the job. Okay, well, let me get you 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 6 of Swords, moving on. 9 of Wands, Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Devil, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. Some of you are leaving a very toxic work environment. And I don't always see the Devil as toxicity. I don't. Because that's Capricorn energy, and that's Saturn and Capricorn. But Saturn and Capricorn also teaches us lessons. And I think what you've learned is whatever this is for you, and I don't know who this person is to you, your partner, your spouse, your business partner, your boss. The Hierophant could be career finance, like the place where you work. It could be a relationship. For all I know, you're leaving some type of religious organization or community group, because that could be the Hierophant as well. It's a collective general reading, but you have determined it no longer serves a purpose in your life. You have determined there are toxic patterns here at play. You no longer want to be part of them, and you are taking the inspired action to move on from it. And like I said, you're more sorry about what you have to lose, part of your affluence. So like maybe you still owe dues to the community group. And you're like, oh shit, right? I still got to cut them a check. Meanwhile, I'm leaving. I'm no longer a member. So whatever this is for you, you seem more disappointed about what you're losing in terms of your finances or your resources than you are the actual person or entity. 4 Swords, Strength card, and 2 of Cups. No, some of you, if you're leaving one person, you have someone else. I'm just going to leave it at that. Magician, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Yeah. Some of you are leaving a long-term family, like you're leaving your spouse, something like that, to move towards someone else. That is what I have for Aquarius. I'm going to leave those messages right there. Your advice here is to keep moving forward, to persevere, to do what is right for you, and to take the inspired action and Queen, King of Wands energy to move your life in the direction that you need to move in. Also, I want to say the Queen of Wands, King of Wands are the entrepreneurs and business builders. They're the visionaries of tarot. Whatever you lose here, you will be creative enough to make it back. Like, if this is a business partnership, you'll find another way to make money, and even more money at that, because there's tenacity there in the Queen, King of Wands that you don't find in any of the other court cards in tarot. So I feel like that's another message. Like whatever you lose here, you're going to be able to regain or reclaim it back at some point, like remake it. That is what I have for you, my dear. I've tapped into a group of you that in this 999 portal, you are making the decision to move away from something that has been quite stable for quite some time, at least financially speaking. Because you appear here to be making a heart overhead decision, or I shouldn't even say heart overhead. This is heart over wallet decision. I've tapped into a group of you where you are exchanging your affluence, your money, for love. It's just cut and dry. And it could be, like I said, leaving a very high paying job to move towards one that you really love. And you're like, in time, I'll make the money, but I just want to be in a work environment that I love. So take those messages, how they resonate to you, but you're on to more collaborative partnerships in your life, and less argumentative ones or ones that have discord. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. There's your 999 portal message. If you like that message, resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Whew, what a reading. Hello, Pisces. I hope you're doing well today. Let's take a look at your 999 portal message. What does Pisces need to know? For Pisces sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. I just heard, just breathe. Just breathe. You're going to be okay. Just breathe. What does Pisces need to know? What is their 999 portal message? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Divine feminine. You could be the divine feminine, whether you're masculine or feminine, because we all have feminine energy, masculine and feminine energy within us, or you could be dealing with a divine feminine. You then have stormy at the bottom of the deck, followed by focus. Okay, so things could get a little stormy here for you, Pisces. Again, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. There's a need here for you to remain very calm, very balanced. Remember what I'd said at the beginning was like, just breathe, right? Storms don't last forever. They come in and they go. So whatever this is for you, it won't be in your life for long. Just stay calm, stay focused on the plan, on the goal, whatever this is for you here. Tell me more about this here for Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about divine feminine and stormy? I'm going to take a look at that card, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so things are changing for you, or will be changing for you. So if you're going through a stormy time, your 999 portal messages, it won't last for much longer. So just focus on what life will be like after the storm is over. Okay, one more shuffle here. Thank you. You have 3 of Pentacles, followed by the 6 of Swords, moving on from the storm. I'll make sure that mic is still on. 6 of Swords, King of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning. So the storm that you're going through, something you've worked on for quite some time, appears to be coming to an end, or you've had some difficulty with it, and it looks like you are slowly making your way towards this new beginning. At the bottom of the deck, yep, Wheel of Fortune, all happening in divine timing. 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups. That is beautiful. So whatever you're going through right now, it won't last forever. It's momentary. For some of you, it'll be over by Aquarius season. That King of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but astrologically, I usually look at it as Aquarius. Unless I'm specifically reading for an air sign, then I'll say it could be them. So I feel like you are... and that notification I just got on my phone, I feel like is a message for you. I would take that as a sign or a synchronicity. You're moving on. The storm won't last much longer. Okay. What are you moving on from? What is Pisces moving on from? One more shuffle here. I'm going to do that again. What is Pisces moving on from? Oh, I understand. So when I do my readings, I try to take into account everything that's happening. I noticed on your cards, it started to shuffle and then it messed up, and then it started to shuffle again and it messed up. And I feel like the ending, like you were so close to the storm ending and then you got like pulled back into the storm. And then it's so close to the storm ending and you got pulled back into the storm. I hope that's making sense for one person watching. So it's like every time I think this is almost over, something else comes up. Okay. Tell me about that 6 of Swords. Because you're moving on from chaos, conflict, confrontation, disagreements, the inability to compromise. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 7 of Cups, Ace of Swords, 2 of Cups. So this is a partnership here in your life that you appear to be moving on from. It was very stormy. Things were difficult. Things were confusing. You're getting clarity now on it. You're getting answers on it. You're now understanding more why this person was in your life, why the connection never went the distance, right? We were working on it. We got to the 3 of Pentacles mark and then it kind of stopped, right? We never made it to the 10 of Pentacles. So there's enlightenment here coming for the Piscean collective about why that partnership didn't come
didn't come to an end, why it was stormy, or why it currently is stormy, because everyone's on a different part of that timeline. So the King of Swords, tell me about the King of Swords energy here. This could be the individual you're dealing with. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But I feel like whatever this is with this person, it'll be over between now and Aquarius season. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. This stormy engagement between you and this person, this has been going on for quite some time. And I don't know if this is like dividing assets, dividing money here. I mean, for some of you, maybe you have stayed in this connection for financial reasons, but I mean, if that's the case, there's a lot of holding back of emotions. The connection itself is not really growing. So I feel like you are the Queen of Cups here, whether you're masculine or feminine. And this, whether they're an air sign or not, or masculine, this represents the other individual here in this connection. Because I don't know who this is to you, colleague, boss, friend, family member, lover. And I think for a long time you were confused about why it was stormy, why things ended, what was the purpose, or why are we going through this right now? I think you're gaining clarity in the 999 portal about why it came to an end or why it's on the precipice of ending, why things grew stuck, why they grew stagnant. I think you're getting a better understanding about it. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's your new beginning. Tell me more about this new beginning here. Thank you. Page of Swords. So there's news, information, communication. Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, your clarity, your aha epiphany moment about why this connection didn't go the distance, why it was so stormy, could be because this person was doing something nefarious behind your back. And I don't know what that is. They were embezzling money. They had a third party, you know. I know that they were deceiving you in some way. And some of you are getting tangible proof or tangible facts of that. So if this is a connection for you, Pisces, where it ended some time ago, and it just was never settled within your heart or your mind about why did things go down that way, you know. And I mean, your life has moved on in that Six of Swords energy, but every now and then you think back, well, I really wonder why we couldn't go the distance. Again, regardless of who this person is, professional, platonic, or romantic connection, I feel like you will be receiving some type of proof, facts, truth, clarity here, information of some kind in the 999 portal that gives you that, oh, that's why we didn't go the distance. I think you're getting proof and facts here. And I don't think it's anything you're digging up. It could be something you accidentally see, or you happen to be at the right place and you're overhearing conversation. But it's been a long time coming, this truth to you. So I feel like you're getting truth and clarity on that. So I feel like that's for those of you where this connection ended some time ago in your lives. For others of you, you are, I don't know, separating from this person, but it could be love for some of you. It doesn't have to be. Whoever this person is, there's a financial component to the separation. So I don't know if you're going to court or mediation or this is divorce. I feel in the 999 portal, you are receiving, if that's your story, if that's what or I shouldn't say story, your experience, I feel like you're getting some truth, clarity, or information about some type of financial deception. I don't know why I thought of financial embezzlement before it came to me. So I just feel like you're getting some truth, facts, and clarity. So whether you went through this in the past or you're currently going through it, I think the answers you need are coming. And then it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense. Okay, so it's all working out now in divine timing. This won't last for long. Once you get the aha epiphany moment of clarity or information here about why things went south with this person in the past, I feel for you then the emotional or mental storm is over, and then you'll feel a lot happier, because I think what you're finding out is it wasn't you. It wasn't. I think for a long time you blamed yourself why that connection ended, and I think what you're feeling now is relief of like, oh, it wasn't me. Like they had someone else, or like I said, they were doing something nefarious or deceitful. It didn't have anything to do with me. So I think there's a relief from the storm coming for the Piscean collective. And if you're currently in the middle of this with this person, there's a financial component. I think you're finding out about some type of deception here. But again, I feel like it sets you free. But what is that about for group 2? Because this is almost like I got him, I got her kind of feeling. Like now there's a reason to celebrate. So if you're currently in the middle of this, you're going through this storm, especially if there's a financial component, I feel like the relief is now that the truth is uncovered or the truth is revealed. Tell me more about that for that group. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Pentacles, tangible proof. King of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Yeah, if you've been fighting with someone over money, property, insurance, settlement, something like that, I feel like the truth is revealed here in this 999 portal. Truth is revealed. And that gives you a cause for celebration because you're like, now we can finally end it. Like now we have all the facts and figures, or I just feel like then you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like this is almost over. This is almost over. So let's get you 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice here for the Piscean collective. Stand firm. Divine feminine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, is the energy of someone who nurtures themselves. They nurture their space. They nurture their long-term goals. Stay focused on those long-term goals because this is temporary. You're either going to find out what someone did to you in the past or what they're currently doing. But either way, it brings in this next chapter a lot quicker. And this is a sense of relief. Like now I can move on. Now I know it wasn't me, or now I know what they've been doing. And now we can really wrap this up quicker. 3 cards of advice here for Pisces. Thank you. We have the 8 of Swords, followed by the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, Justice at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. If you are wronged, it will be righted. It will be corrected. Things will be balanced. In terms of advice, don't think about it for too much or for too long. Or don't think about it for like hours on end type of thing. The truth is coming. The Knight of Swords wields the Ace of Swords, the sword of truth, and then you will be able to emotionally walk away once and for all if it's a past person, because then you can put it to bed why the relationship was stormy or why it came to an end. And for others of you, if this is something you're currently going through, it'll enable you to move on from this person a lot quicker, like wrap up this cycle or this financial whatever issue this is here. So the truth is on its way. Your advice is to get out of your head, start focusing on your future, because that's what's really important here for you, not the storm. The storm is almost over. Justice will be served. Justice, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and then we have the Chariot card here, which is victory and success. So bravo to you, Pisces. Your storm is almost over. That is your 999 portal message. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.